Okay, so welcome back, guys. So in today's lecture, we are going to make that slider, right? So we'll continue on it because today we spent quite a bit of time in grading your homework. So we need to spend some time on this slider quite a bit. So let's start it. Okay. Uh, Let me share my screen. Give me a Okay. So this was the code we were working on, right? So this is the code we were working on, and we have to definitely make a lot of changes into it because we copied this code from the previous, project in which we made our carousel by using this heartbeat effect. So let's see what changes do we want to have over here. Okay, so let me show you this thing on the browser also. This is not your code. This is your code. Okay, so this is right now over here and it is not working because it is all broken, and this thing you can see over here in console also that it is broken. You can see that it is saying that main image is not defined because we don't have a main image now. We have main images, right? On line number 4. Okay, now let's relax. Take a deep breath. Exhale, right? And now let's think that what do we want to do? So if we open our notes for this is something we wanted to make. So we want to say, for example, we are over here. And we want this one to show, right? We want this one to show. We don't want rest of them to show, right? So how should I achieve this? Yes. So look, once again, just for your reference, that currently this is our HTML, and here we have 3 images, right? One is the filler, just leave it alone. And other than this, we have these 3 of them, right? So question is that I want to display this one. You know which one is currently being displayed? Currently is this last one which is being displayed. I can show you this thing over here. So if I take you to your folder, and in carousel 1 and in assets, so if you see the image number 2, so this is the image which is currently showing, right? Because this is the last one, right? So basically once you don't give them z index, so first one will sit first, and then on top of it the second one, and then on top of it the third one, right? So that's the reason that currently this 2.jpg is showing. But I want this thing that this 1.jpg should show, right? So my question is that how can I do this thing that 1.jpg should show? Yes. Yes, please, anybody can tell me. I would be very happy to know. Yes, guys. So I
When
can, yeah.
we can we click on when we click on the right button, so that we get the current image number, and then like
So
set.
my dear, the deal is that I want to show the middle one, right? So look,
Yeah.
no, not a big deal. So
Okay.
maybe I'm
So
making a big deal. So that's why maybe you are thinking that, it is a big deal. So the deal here is, look, once I have the images, these main images, I can come over here and I can say let current image index is equal to 1, right? So basically this is an array, right? Main images, this is an array or node list, you can say. And this node list is having 3 images, right? So out of these 3 images, I want to show the middle one. So indices are 0, 1, 2. So my
So
current
like
image index is 1. So I will come over here and I would say main images sub current image index, right? Once you want to make a code like this, you should be very relaxed. You cannot make it in a haste, right? So main image indices sub current image index dot style dot, look, in CSS we write z index like this, z index, right? So but once you use this hyphen over here in JavaScript, it will take a minus, right? So in such cases you will use camel case, right? So z index is equal to 10. You say that, hey, make this its z index is equal to 10, right? So basically we have made its z index is equal to 10. So now you'll see that once I do this thing, now the last image would not show, rather this middle image will show, right? So let me show you this thing, save it and reload it, right? You can see this thing, that image has changed and now it is showing the middle one. Right, guys? Any questions so far?
So please, once more you can explain.
Yeah, please, sure, Sanket. So deal here is that if you look at the HTML part, so in HTML you can see that we have 3 images right now, right? 13, 14, 15, right? We are not considering 12 because 12 is here just for a filler, right? Just for a bone purposes, right? So that our entire structure do not, clasp, right? So we have these 3 images. So these 3 images are positioned absolutely, so they are sitting on top of each other, right? Like, one after, like a stack of photographs. So if it is, they are sitting like a stack of photographs. So what will happen? The one at the last will show, right? And what I want is the one in the middle should show, right? Because of this analogy over here, I want to make this display like this triangle shape gear, you can say, or triangular wheel, you can say, where I want to show the middle one, by default. And once I'm showing the middle one, I don't want, other to show. So that is the reason that for the middle one, I have given the z index equal to 10, right? So if you go to JavaScript part, once again, you can see over here that in line number 4, I am getting all the 3 images, right? And I am not getting that filler image because of this not thing over here, right? So basically I'm getting all the images over here, and this is something I've shown you in the last lecture, that I'm getting them all by making this console log. If you just want to see this console log right now, right over here, so you can see that I am getting these 3 images. So image 1, image 2, image 3. And now since it has style of this thing that z index is 10, so it is the reason that this one is now showing. Sanket, have you got your answer now?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? If there is still some doubt, please do let me know. Okay, good. Everybody else is also clear, guys? Ankit, you want to ask some question?
No, sir.
Okay. So having said this thing, so this is now the middle one is showing currently. Okay, then let me remove this console because it is coming in my way now. So here I'm saying let number of images is 5. So you can make it 10, 20, whatever you want. So for my this particular code, I am having number of images 5. Let direction is equal to 1. So by default, direction is towards right. Later on, we can flip it to -1 and +1. And then we have this flip interval. So this is related to this automatic execution, right? So this will work independent of this function. And then I have this flip image function, and this is the function now which I have to change, right? Because this is the function which was written from the point of view of heartbeat carousel, right? And now we have to change this function. And once we change this function, hopefully the entire code will work right. Got it, guys? Hello? Everybody is good? Okay, great. So let me just comment this part over here, and let me start writing new contents over here. So how should I proceed now? So for example, I have 3 images sitting on top of each other, and now I want to slip one image on the top towards right. And once I want to slip one image on the top towards right, what do I want? So for example, if you look at it carefully, so if I want it to go towards right, so what will happen is that it should show image number 0 now, and it should move image number 1 towards right, right? It should move image number 1 towards right, and it should move this image number 2 towards left, right? And here we'll pull the next image, which would be image number 4, because total images are 5, 0 to 4, right? So here we'll pull image number 4. So how can we do this thing, right? So let's do it. Let's try doing it step by step, right? Let's try doing it step by step, right? So we come over here. Let's go in CSS for a minute. And yeah, we have left 0 already over here. Very good. So let's come back over here and we say, let's do one more thing. Let us just close this auto execution, right? Where is auto execution going on? Can you see this thing? Flip image function. So yeah, set interval, and this is closed currently. Yeah, so we have already commented it, so need not to worry about it. Okay, so having done this thing, so we come over here and we say that, hey, main images right, current image index dot style dot left is equal to 100%. Right? Now, as this code will run, you will see that the image will change. So let me just close down this inspection window. So let me reload it. So mind this thing that auto execution is stopped currently. And if, where are the buttons gone? Anybody, any clue? Where are the buttons? Where are the buttons? Yes.
I guess where we set Z index 10, that's why.
Yeah, that is the reason that they are now behind this thing. So why don't we make the Z index for this one equal to 20, right? So these are the buttons we say for them. Z index, your Z index is 20. Save it, reload it, right?
Also, we can use 1, 2. That's similar, right?
Say it again.
Z index 1, 2. It's
Yeah, we can
similar.
use it.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can use 1, 2 also. So let me do this thing. So let me, for example, come over here, and for the images by default, I say that their Z index is 1. So by default, their Z index is 1. And for buttons, by default, Z index is 20. And for that image which are showing, Z index is 10, right? So coming back over here, reload it. And now you can see buttons are showing, right? Let me press this right button. So currently see that this image is showing, and as soon as I press it, you can see that this particular image has gone towards right. Can you see this thing? Once again, reload it. So once I reload it, if I press right button, you can see that this particular image has gone towards right. Can you see? So one thing is that this motion was not very, very animated. It happened like in a blink of an eye, right? Once again. So you can see that it happened immediately, a click, right? So if we want to make it animated, right? So what should we do? Tell me. Tell me. What should I do? I should come over here in CSS, and for these images, I would say transition. So what element, what property we want to transition? Left property, and maybe make it a transition of 1 second, right? So we say that left property, you take a transition of 1 second, right? Let me make it for 5 seconds for the time being, so that you can see it clearly. And later on, I will change it to 1 second. Reload and look. Once I click it, can you see? Right? So it is going towards your right, because we are saying left 100%. So means that have an offset of 100% from left. So left 100% means that go towards right. Okay. So have you got it? So here, they are saying left 100% mean that have an offset of 100% from left, right? So once again, if I do it, so you can see that here it goes, right? So it is going towards right. Okay. So now I have to fix a couple of things. What is the first thing I should fix here?
Transition 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, this is one thing definitely I have to fix. The second thing I have to fix is that, look, this image which is going out is oddly, showing up also. So this is not a good thing for us. What do you think?
Yes, sir. Overflow hidden.
Overflow
Can we do
hidden.
that?
Very good. Definitely. Yeah. This is the best answer to this problem. So we come over here. Where should I go? Image Debian, right? So Image Debian, your overflow is hidden, right? So Image Debian, your overflow is hidden. Anything overflowing, anything out of your container overflowing, hide it. Okay. So save it, and once I save it, very good. I save it, I reload it, and once I click it, now it is transitioning nicely, right? It has gone out towards right. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
So it is like it is working one shot at a time. So not like perpetually, but so look, one shot is doing good, right? One shot is doing good, right? So once, it is going towards right, what do we want? So for example, if we refer back over here in the notes, so if, one is going right, which one we want to show?
Zero.
Zero. Yeah, we want to show 0. Which one is currently showing? Currently showing is, so if we reload it, so this is number 1. 0 is that sitting boy, right? Let me show you the image number 0. So where is 0? Here is 0, right? So this is 0, right? And 0 is not showing. Currently showing is 1, right? So what should I do here? So let me show you this thing. Come over here, reload. So look, these students in the library, and once I click this one here, look, which one is showing? It is image number 2 is showing, right? Not the 0 one is showing, right? So but I want this thing that image number 0 should show, not image number 1 should show. What should I do? Yes. So
Change the
before
direction.
say it again.
Change the direction, like
No, before I flip the image, I will go over there and elevate the z index of image number 0. Right? I come over here. Look, I come over here. I say main images sub. Right? Main images sub current image index. Right? Sub current image index -1. Right? -1 dot style dot z index is equal to 5. Right? That the image before that should get a z index of 5 so that it should start showing up. Are you getting me? No? So try this thing. Look, we have, let me see if I have flashcards for you. Let me bring flashcards for you. Just give me a minute, okay? Just give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I took some time to find them. Okay, so currently, can you see me? Let me stop share. Hello, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me also? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So look at it. So currently, I'm showing. Let me pin my video, right? So I'm showing number one, right? So currently, I'm showing number one. So as I flip this towards right, I want 0 to show up, right? Hello. So if I want 0 to show up, so what should I do is that make the z index of 0 greater than 1 so that as I slide it, 0 will show up. Are you getting me? Hello, Ankit.
Yeah, if you 0 will show up after 1.
Right? So have you got it? Look, the deal here is that both 0 and 2 are having the same z index, right? So whosoever is sitting at the end will show up, right? So maybe it is 2, it will show up, but I want 0 to show up in particular. So how can it happen? That before I start making this slide, I will ask 0 that, hey, 0, your z index is bigger now, so you show up.
Its Z index should be bigger than 1. So it will show,
Yes, right?
Yeah.
And similarly, if I am flipping towards left, so I will say, hey, number 2, your z index is bigger and you should show up. Getting me? Hello?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's try to build it once more. So share screen, share, right? So we come over here, we say, okay, so since I have given you this explanation now, let me do one more thing over here. Let me multiply it with direction, which is dir, dir, right? So basically, if it is greater, so you're getting, if it is right, so it would be +1, -1, if it would be left, it would be +1. And since we are doing this minus and plus, what should I do now? What should I do now is that I must do this computation percentage 3. And since I'm doing this computation percentage 3, so what should I do? I should have this add 3 into it because of JavaScript behavior with negative numbers. Right, guys? So basically, and one more thing, that if this is the left button, right? If this is if it is the right button, then it should show 100%, right? If it is the left button, it should do negative 100%, right? It should go towards left, right? So we can say this thing also. We can say this thing also. This thing is equal to, so let's use a ternary operator. We say direction, or instead of ternary operator, we can do this thing also. Let offset is equal to, or let me use ternary operator, it would be even better. So I say that dir equal to 1. If it is equal to 1, so for 1 it is right, so it should give 100%. Otherwise, it should give negative 100%. Are you guys getting it? right? So basically offset would be 100% if direction is positive one, and the offset would be negative 100% if it is the negative one, right? Let me show you this thing right over here. Reload it. So if I press left button, right, it nicely worked towards right. And if I reload again, but still it is single shot, right? It is like nicely going towards left. And once it is going left, it is displaying image number 2 now, right? If it goes towards right, it displays image number 0. Can you see this thing? Hello, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Right? So basically, as you can see this thing, that if I press left button, it goes towards left and shows image number 2. Right? Whereas if I press the right button, mind this thing that this is still single shot. If I press the right button, it nicely goes towards right and displays image number 0. Right, guys? Okay, so let's move on. So once this image is sliding good, right? One image is sliding good. What should I do now? Look. I need to pick the next image, right? Say for example, if I come over here, so if I am sliding towards right, so this one has gone towards right, 0 has gone at the top, it would be showing, right? And then this number 2 should be replaced by number 4, not number 25, because this was just an example, right? So basically this image number 2 would be replaced by the last image in the list, right? So that we are ready for the next scroll, right? But the question here is that when should I do it? Yes.
When direction is 2.
Direction is either -1 or -2, right? So the deal here is that once I am done with the transition, once slide is done, right? Once the slider has moved its extreme position, then I should do it, right? Hello, everybody. Right? So I come back over here. Why are you guys dropping? So many people are dropping. So maybe we should wait for a minute for these people to come back. Prithvi is back. Okay. Okay. So coming back over here, so we say copy, paste, main images bracket current image index dot add event listener. And what do we want to listen now? What do we want to listen? We want to listen transition end, right? So, oh, what has happened? Where is transition end? Okay, so transition end, right? And we will run this function. right? So this is the function which will execute. And what would it do? It will reset the deck. It will reset the deck. So first thing it's going to do is that it is going to, so this image has gone out of screen. We want to bring it back in, right? So once we want to bring it back in, so we can say that, hey, you current image dot style dot z index equal to 1, right? Your z index is 1 first of all, right? Because we don't want to show it as it is coming back, right? So we don't want to show it as it is coming back. So your z index is 1. So once we say that your z index is 1, the second thing we are going to say is that, hey, you image your left is 0, right? Your left is what? Your left is 0, because so it has gone out. So once it has gone out, we want to bring it back in. And once we want to bring it back in, we say that, hey, your z index is, your left side is 0, right? So that it brings, it brings it back in. But as it would be coming back in, it will transition again, right? As it is coming back in, it will transition again. And once it will transition again, right? So we don't want it to be shown, right? We don't want that, the event listener is triggered. So we can say this thing, that once we are in this event listener, we can say, let me copy this function. Let me come over here, paste, and let me remove this name over here, function name. And let me say, instead of add event listener, I say remove event listener. Right? So once we have gone in the transition, right? We want to remove the event listener so that it should not do the same thing as the image is coming back. Right, guys? Hello, I want to hear from you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So we said that, hey, your z index is 1, your style is left 0, right? Okay, so once we have brought it back in, what is we are going to do over here? We'll say that, okay, now let's prepare the other one for the next one, right? Next image. So we come over here, we say, so we take the other one. So one was with +1, other one would be with -1. So this one would be +1. So this is the other one. And we want to say this thing that, hey, what is your source? Right? What is your source? And let me name a variable. So let image source is equal to this. So once we have got this image source, now we want to change it, right? Now we want to change it. So if we want to change it, we do these steps which we did earlier. So let me copy these lines from here all the way up to here, copy, and I will tune them, paste. Let me uncomment them. So I come over here, I say Image source, so this is, I'm slicing them. And once I have sliced them, now is the time that I will add or subtract the image according to the direction, right? So basically this is done. So once I'm going right, I'm adding, right? And one thing I should do over here is multiply by 2. And you'll see that, or you try to figure it out that why I'm multiplying it by 2. Okay, and I think that rest of it is good. And once it is done, what should I do now is, that I should make this index equal to 10, right? So that it is now showing fully. Instead of 5, it will be 10. And once I have made it 10, what should I do? Once I have made it 10, so it has gone out, right? And the other one came in, and index was 5. Now it has been made 10, right? And anything else? I think we have done everything. So let's see, is it working, right? Save it. Let's come back here, reload it. So guys, this was a complicated code. So we don't expect that every code will run on the first go. So maybe broken, maybe working. Let's see if there is something we are missing here. Reload it. So right click. Right, so right click. Oh, it is broken. Right, it ran for one shot. It's not taking the next shot. Oh, what is wrong? Okay, here it is. Look, I need to change the index, right? So I need to change the index. So my current image would change. So I come over here, I say that my current index is equal to my current index plus, so basically if it is right, so it is 0, right? So my current index is equal to current image index minus the direction. Save it. Let's see. Reload it and run it. Okay. It's not working. It's not working well. So Shailendra is very happy about it. So let's see what is the problem. So the deal is that we have to test the code. Definitely every code will not run for the first time, and we need to see that what is the problem. Okay, there are 2 errors which are good. So main image is not defined. So maybe some code which is, okay. So main image is not defined. What line? Line number 61, right? So line number 61, it is saying that, was it line number 61? Line number 61, right? And then main image is not defined in line number 23 also, right? So let's see that maybe we have not corrected it properly. So, okay, yeah, this is something wrong, right? So, yeah. So, this one. This should come over there. Copy. Paste. this is one thing, right? So this is one thing which was wrong. So we have corrected it hopefully. Let's see now. Save it. Let's execute it. Reload. Okay. Okay, where it is coming now? Line number 61, right? Missing. Main image is not defined, which is not line number 61, right? Let's go to line number 61. What is the issue? Okay, so basically, main image is not defined here. So let's comment it for now, save it, and let's reload it. Okay, no error is there. Let's run the code. Right button. It has gone towards right. Next time, it has flipped nicely towards right, and image number 4 has shown up, right? If I click once more, oh, it has broken again, right? So let's see, why is it broken? So let's come here, inspect elements. Why are you broken, man? Go to console. Okay, it is saying main images current image index is undefined. So basically what's happening is somehow the index is not good. So where is this failed? It failed in line number 12, right? So somehow the index is not good. So it failed in line number 12. So line number 12, let's see what is in line number 12, right? So here it failed. So index is not good, right? Index is not good somehow. So let's see what is happening with the index that is not good. Oh, okay, this is the reason, look. So we have to have this minus direction +3 %3, right? Because it was not according to modulo 3. Save it, come back over here, reload it. Okay, and let's do it again. So it has gone good. Image number 0 is showing. Image number 4 is showing. Image number 3 is showing. Image number 2 is showing. Image number 1 is showing. And back to image number 0. Right, guys? So basically, by using this analogy, let's test the left button. So image number 1 is showing. Image number 2 is showing. Image number 3 is showing. Image number 4 is showing. And back to image number 0. Right, guys? So the deal here is that you can browse through as many images as you want by using this browser. Got it, guys? So let me share this code with you, right? And there's a homework for you. And the homework is that you have to make this carousel work for 20 images. So what can you do? That you have my repository of images. So make 4 or 5 copies of them, right? And make mark 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 19 on top by using any image editor thing, right? And you have to show that it is working for 20 images also. You should not make more than 3 image tags in HTML. Got it? Right, guys? So let me do it for you. So let me come over here, CD, web programming, summer of 2020. Git status, git add dot, git commit -m. Slider is done. Right, slider is done. And git push. Okay, so code has gone on the internet. You can download it, and this is your next homework, that you have to make this slider work for 20 images without having a list of 20 images being placed over there. Got it, guys? Any questions so far? Okay, if there is no question, I will stop here. And I will stop here. And if you want to have me for your office hours, I am available right now. Otherwise, you can sign out. I will see you tomorrow. Take good care of yourselves. Goodbye.
Thank you.